If someone asks me where is Rich, I know what I will say. He's at the track, but first at the paddock. He would never put money on a horse that he had not first looked in the eye. When I was in my first year at York, he came into the English department office in a dark blue pinstripe suit. I said, "Mr. Kamka, you look great." He responded, "I had a good day at the track." Where's Rich? He's at every corner of the city he loves, enjoying music. When I was going to get married, I decided my bachelor party would be a jazz club tour conducted by Rich, piloted by Jerry Lombardo, a great designated driver because he couldn't drink. Our first stop was the Underground Wonder Bar on Rush. Detroit Jr. was there, and he proclaimed, "If you ain't never heard the blues, you're going to hear some now." Where's Rich? He's showing scenes of films to his students on a 16mm projector. I remember when he had his own copy of The Streetcar Named Desire with Marlon Brando. And there was a certain scene he wanted to show me again and again. He could move those big reels on a 16mm projector as deftly as we now hit the button on our DVD players. But seeing him do it was as engaging as the clip he was showing. Where's Rich? He's at every used bookstore in Chicago or New Orleans. I was with him once in Hyde Park when he bought a 3-volume set of the Anne Rice Vampire Trilogy for $50, and then sold them in New Orleans for $150, where someone from New York probably purchased them for $250. I used to dog him in bookstores, sometimes grasping his method, always admiring his patience and his eye for something worth having. In the era of Amazon, the dealer in books who can make a dime is to be admired. When I was in New Orleans shortly, or a few months ago, I spoke to the owner of the Faulkner House, a bookstore in the rooms where William Faulkner lived when he resided in New Orleans and wrote A Sailor's Pay. Joe, the owner, and Rich had carried on a long trade friendship, and I had to break the news to Joe about Rich's condition. I told Joe I wanted to hear it from me face to face. He appreciated me stopping in and told me to convey his regards to our friend. I've done that. Where's Rich? He's taking his paper copy of the Chicago International Film Festival schedule in his hands, slapping it on his pants and wondering where to go next. Where's Rich? He's in the French Quarter or on Frenchman Street with a copy of Offbeat, which he clutches in one hand, slaps his pants, and wonders where he will walk next to hear the best music playing that night. Where is Rich? He's the moth, drawn to the flame of art, music, photography, film, literature. He's our friend. Where's Rich? He's in our hearts and memories forever. The ancient Greeks had no notion of heaven. They believed that all souls after death went to a grim vale and wandered for eternity, and that the only comfort possible was areta, the glory that came from knowing that the story of a warrior like Achilles, Hector, or Odysseus would be told and told again among the living. Rich was not a warrior. He was busted for reporting late for duty in the PX of the base where he was stationed after basic training, and as a result, sent to Iceland, an assignment he enjoyed and where he met Ken Pape, a lifelong friend and fellow Chicago native. The areta for Rich is the eye he has opened for all of us, and the eye turned toward the tune not heard, the painting not seen, the movie missed, the page not turned, overlooked, but for him. Where is Rich? We know. He will be that tap on the shoulder anytime we as teachers try to take a shortcut instead of doing it the right way. Where is Rich?